go to this one and see if I can export my character file first.
Yeah, that'd be much handier than doing it all by hand.
Can you do that? I didn't know that. Huh.
Well, his
Find
is
out.
on Roll20, so
Oh, I see. Because if I could like well, I use a different character sheet than most people because I like that current standard shit, the one that's lovely and automated and better formatted. And it also has like all the skills grouped by oh gosh, they're grouped by. Are they grouped alphabetically or are they grouped by skill? Because I can never remember.
they're grouped by the ability score.
That's what it was. Yeah, I use it all the time, and here I am not able to even remember the organization of my own character sheets.
Oh, it's all automated and new, and I got a PS2 and a GameCube at the same time.
And I did, and by the time I got a PS2, well, no, by the time I got a GameCube, it was maybe I'm remembering this wrong. Because I know I got a GameCube in time for Melee to be relatively new.
Maybe you remember your entire childhood wrong.
You know, with how bad my memory is, I wouldn't be surprised whatsoever.
Have you forgotten all your siblings yet? Or you still believe you only have one?
Ha 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 ha! Hilarious. Maybe I did get a PS2 rather late because I do remember by the time I got a PS2, the PS3 was already on the horizon. And by the time I got a PS3, the PS4 was close to coming out. And whenever I got a PS4, it was only like 2 years into its life, so I was finally like on board with playing shit. But then I didn't have any money to buy anything, so I missed out on a lot of stuff anyway. And now
Well,
the
you
PS...
start paying full price.
Yeah, no doubt. But at least now that I'm an adult and I can make money and shit, maybe I'll finally be able to get a PS5 on release date. Who knows? There's also not like a lot of things that are on it right now that I care about, so I'll have to wait for shit to be released. All the things
What are
that
you talking about? You can play GTA 5 again.
Or I could like just go back and play Red Dead because it's better.
Hey man, don't you want to like boot it up and then immediately? Oh, you're awake.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
That's actually going to be the PS5 like start music. It's just going to be the Skyrim intro.
I understand why GTA 5 is being ported again because you have to remember that is the second best selling video game ever made. It is second only to Minecraft, which is that is a titan that will never be.
Second to Wii Sports.
No, Wii Sports is number 4.
Oh, really?
Yes. The top 5 right now is Minecraft, Grand Theft Auto 5, Tetris, Wii Sports, and PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds.
Yeah, I knew it was up there.
PUBG fucking blew me away with like how well that sold, considering like how, to my perception, I don't know if this is like true or not, but to my perception, no one fucking plays that shit anymore.
I think it has the following is pretty strong. Like the people who play it a ton.
Mm-hmm. No, I've just never, I never see anyone play.
I'm curious where the installs for Fortnite fall, since it's a quote unquote free to play. So that's probably why it doesn't make the list.
Exactly. That's kind of why. I'm looking at, because like I feel like Pokemon Go would have been massive. Games reported by the player count on official sales figures. Okay, there. So if we look at most played video games by player count, Crossfire. What the fuck is Crossfire? Is the number 1 game.
Feels wrong.
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
The world's
must be a phone game, actually.
So let's see. It is a tactical first-person shooter from Microsoft Windows developed by Smilegate Entertainment. Game is released in China by Tencent Games. That's...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Due to its popularity in Asia, especially China and South Korea, has become the world's most played video game by player count, with a lifetime total of 1 billion users in 80 countries.
Jesus.
After that, it's Dungeon Fighter Online.
Dungeon Fighter Online.
Where's Raid Shadow Legends fall?
Oh God, like you're joking, but like let's see.
This episode sponsored by.
No, stop it! You shut up.
I mean,
you get sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. No! Stop! Oh God, no! Don't! Oh.
Dungeon Fighter, published by Tencent. Jesus
Christ. See, you say that if we that we aren't gonna see sponsorship by Raid Shadow Legends, but our YouTube videos probably already have those ads on them, just because you can't log into YouTube without seeing.
I don't
Like,
know
I'm pretty sure Raid Shadow Legends is just the equivalent of startup music for YouTube at this point.
But the thing is that I don't think that our videos have ads
Yeah.
on them in the first
No,
place.
we don't. Yeah, because we're
I was
not
gonna say.
monetized.
Um,
Not yet.
We could be if we started making our own music and our own background, our own everything else.
So it looks like Tencent really just rules this shit. The first game that I see that is number 1 by player count is PUBG, at number 3, and it's got 600 million. And there's fucking.
I mean, yeah, because Tencent and especially China is ridiculous.
Mhm.
As much as us as like Americans hate Tencent, like they rule China.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, it's
9.
because it's the only like gaming company that's actually in line with the Chinese regime completely.
So Fortnite is number 10 on this list,
I'm just highly not surprised by that.
as PUBG is number 3. That's just that's wild to me. I didn't think about it, but I mean, whatevs. And it's so funny because I had like never heard of Crossfire yet. It is the most played video game ever made, apparently, and it's
Well,
just,
it's probably their fill-in for CS:GO, right? Like,
it looks a lot like CS:GO. It looks like,
yeah, so it's probably exactly their fill-in for CS:GO.
which, yeah, that makes sense. Are we gonna play D&D tonight or what?
I mean, we can keep talking about Raid Shadow Legends until we get a
No.
sponsorship.
Hey, like, look, fuck that. But also, if they said like, "Hey, we're gonna sponsor your really shitty, like, small time podcast," I'd be like, "Fucking Raid Shadow Legends has over 300 playable champion."
Did you guys know if you said Raid Shadow Legends 3 times in a row, an ad automatically plays?
Oh no! Oh no! I can already
If they
feel it.
sponsored me, I'd play the game. I'd be like, "Heck
So,
it, dude." I'll use the
Last time on
sponsorship link.
D&D, unless someone else would care to recap.
Something
We
about dentists.
yeah, we were a bunch of boys who went for checkups for various unfortunate reasons. I think Mungark had gonorrhea herpes.
Highly untrue.
No, no, you guys had man flu.
Yeah, that's the one.
So
Man flu.
we went in and we all got knocked out and bagged up by a cult intended to be their first human sacrifices. However, they made the absolute worst judgment call ever made in the history of the multiverse. Let's take these 3 heavily armed, muscular, angry-looking gentlemen and sacrifice them with our tiny culty bodies. So we woke up, we kicked the shit out of the cult, we killed most of their pets. Then we went out and told law enforcement in Melitus, the polis that we're in, polis, whatever. And then we got pulled over by Melandra, this lady who looks a lot like Gal Gadot in the picture, because it is Gal Gadot.
Fuck you, it's Wonder Woman.
Yeah, played by... That's what
Oh.
Gal
Wonder
Gadot.
Woman?
Gal Gadot.
Yeah,
like-
Wonder Woman.
All
Wonder
right.
Woman, as played by Wonder Woman.
Yes, anyway.
Yeah.
They got
Anyway,
the
here's
real...
Wonder Woman.
They got the real Wonder Woman to play Wonder Woman. But anyway...
I'm glad Isaac picked up on it.
No, I picked up on it. I just didn't dignify it with a response. Anyway, she was like, she walked up to us and she's like, "Hey, homies, who I don't know and who I have no reason to trust. I represent the Council of 11 or whatever it was. Like,
Oh,
12.
you're off
Council
by
of 12.
one.
I was like, yeah, the Council of 11 sounds really fucking lame. Like, we're the Council of 11. I'm like, you can't like
Organization 13.
you can't like knock one guy off and be the Council of 10. That's so much cooler than 11. Anyway, so and she told us to steal one of the masks of Theros, whichever one of the two it was. It was either Elpis or Inoue.
It's I know.
I know, got it. And we have to go to the temple of
Ephara.
thank you, to grab the mask. Now, like, I could say steal, but the way she made it sound was that we could just walk up and be like, "Hey, we're here for the mask." So
That's kind of how she made it sound, but she did also say she wants us to be kind of subtler
discreet.
than that. She doesn't. Now, when she says that, it's not like she expects,
Oh, that's fine.
blaring alarms and guards and everything. No, what she also meant by that is like, don't go telling every single person in town, like, hey, we are looking for X. Could you find it?
All right, I felt like we were going to go right there anyway.
Oh, that's probably pretty good because Mungark would have totally done that. I hope she specifically said, "Hey, don't do that."
Mungark, look for mask.
Mungark
Mungark
ask
only
every
pawn
single
in Game of
person.
Life.
Oh man.
Okay, so yeah, I pretty much just left you guys in the Agora. Let's throw down some background music. Okay,
Oh,
so
lovely.
y'all are together and in agreement about going to find this here mask, and Melandra will just walk off into the crowd.
I honestly say we just go straight there, man. like why not, you know?
I'm looking for a Mask of Darkness card.
God damn it. Well then I suppose there's no point in waiting around. Let's get off to it. I should have said that in a different way, but it's fine.
Mungark
first-
agrees, but
The
he's
first
too
step
busy.
you guys should take is to tap a land card.
God, can you
Mungark
imagine?
agrees, but he's too busy putting all of his stats into Roll20.
Okay.
New invention, roll 20.
With mana, we have.
I really like the. Could you imagine if like we were playing D&D, but every time we got into a fight, we had to play a full ass game of Magic?
Oh, dude, I'd stomp y'all.
You would.
It's like my group that I play The Witcher with, and I force them all to play fucking
Gwent?
Gwent?
Oh, you
Gwent?
piece of shit! You asshole!
I don't. But every now and then they're like, so would you play Gwent now? Or like, no, fuck off.
That would be like, that would be kind of like going on like a Fallout tabletop, and then it's like, all right, everyone play Caravan. Like, no one knows how to play
God,
Caravan. No one knows how to do that, Greg.
I'm just making sure things work here.
Well, at least you're getting the bad roll out of the way.
Yeah,
Yeah, no joke.
Oh, speaking of which, I need to toggle my rolls.
a couple bad rolls actually. Alright, well that one's not so bad.
All right, so now that we got that working, yeah. So unless anyone's in objection, I say take us to the Temple of Afara, bitch.
Perfect. Well, excuse me, mister. Back to the Street of Gods that you guys passed through before. The Temple of Afara stands at the top of the Street of Gods on the hill that rises up near the center of the city. The only sanctuary above it is Heliod's temple. From both of these large, elaborate estates, the whole of Meletus is spread out below in a panoply of white stone and rippling water. So it looks like at a glance there's two temple guards standing at the gates to this temple, and there's a bunch of people milling around.
Well, that looks lovely.
Also, in terms of time, I'd say it's real close to noon.
Does anyone like flitting about the temple look anything like they're in charge?
Not super especially. There are guards that they have authority, presumably.
Are general knowledge, are temples like usually enterable by the public?
This one in particular, not usually by day. There's usually legal cases, special petitioners leaving offerings to the goddess. I'll give you this one. This is common enough knowledge. Every day at noon, which it is near to, the high priest here usually leads a public sacrifice, and supplicants can feast here.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, do we know what kind of sacrifice, or is it just like
Noon, which it is very close to.
not when, but what? Like they're not sacrificing people, right?
No. It's animals, usually sheep.
Oh, okay.
Slaughter them, roast them up, and then people can eat the flesh, because it's not the flesh that the gods eat. It's the smoke, the scent.
The scent.
It's the spirit. Ooh. So
Ooh, that
Eat your
smell.
，so
Can you smell that smell?
did she give us like a mark of Like, didn't remind me if she gave us like a badge or something like that would identify us as working for the council, or are we just
The
kind of
token of the 12. It's not a badge exactly. It's
just
uh,
a little coin that we're palming, I
pretty
guess,
much.
a talisman.
It's the best comparison I can give is it's like poker chip size. It's ceramic. It is largely blue, and it is rimmed by a border with 12 pillars.
You should have said that it was made of platinum, so I could have made another New Vegas joke that no one.
Fuck you.
So I say Gallus takes that and well, actually, I think we should probably just like stay and just watch the sacrifice. I mean, we're gonna see who we need to talk to, and then we can just pursue them in. And anyone who tries to stop us, we can just like flash the badge, like bitch. That
All
sound
right,
good to you
no,
guys?
no objections from anyone.
Yeah, no, I'm absorbing culture,
Okay.
but
So
then
yeah,
telling everybody how mine is better.
there's a little courtyard kind of to the side of the temple that some people seem to be gathering in. It's open air. It's got some like marble benches. There is pull up his character thing. There is a priest here. Given how people are greeting him, it sounds like his name is Leander, and he's the high priest of Afara. He is a.
That's him right there.
That's him right there. Leander is a stooped, pale man in his 70s who walks with a strong aspenwood staff. He has lost most of his hair, but still has a close-trimmed, mostly black beard.
Okay, I'll fix it.
The sacred googly eyes of Afara.
How do I erase things?
You-
It's
You
fine.
found the third secret mask of Theros, the googly glasses.
You need to get all the secret ones for the final achievement for 100%.
So yeah, some servants are going to be bringing a slaughtered dead sheep up to. It's really like just an open air grill, effectively. It's like a stone platform that's full of wood. There's just a metal grate over top of it for grilling, and they just toss up the sheep. And Leander begins to offer his prayers to Afara.
I really love the idea of a religion centered around grilling at noon. That's excellent and right the fuck up my alley. Where can I convert?
Yeah, when you guys walked in, the sign over the temple said Afara's Barn Grill.
The high priest's get up is just it's an apron, but it says like I just want to grill for Afara's sake.
Kiss the cook.
Kiss the high priest. The scepter of Afara, with its 3 small holes to better make it aerodynamic and to convey the. I don't know why spatulas have little holes in them, but whatever.
So he'll offer up about what you expect. Blessed be Afara, god of the polis. She, shepherd of her people. Blah blah blah. Walls to protect us from the wolves outside. Yada yada yada. That kind of shit.
Mhm.
And when he's done, they'll begin carving up the sheep and handing people. Here's a shank for you. Here's some ribs for you. Let's feast.
Gallus will absolutely take some ribs, and then approach the high priest.
Ways to make Klonos even more obnoxious than before. Debating veganism.
He should be a pescatarian.
Oh boy. I don't think I can roleplay that unbearable.
Our sacrifices are cooler. We sacrifice like octopuses and stuff. It's so cool.
No. With us, octopus sacrifice you.
Yeah, it's fair.
Can you believe that Roll20 gives the players a way to draw, but doesn't give them a way to erase things?
It does, however, allow me to erase everything.
No, you have to click on it with the select thing, and then just.
You can actually click and drag over all of it, and then you can select all of it. You can
it treats every line you draw or bit you draw as a separate token, so to speak.
I cast obliterate.
Yeah, really. But anyway, So yes, Gallus is gonna like grab a fucking just like some ribs and just like have it on a plate and just casually stride up to the high priest.
Yeah, that's fine. Leander, he's not like surrounded by guards or anything. There's guards milling around, but no one's like expecting someone to fucking shank him right now.
Mhm.
Speaking of shanks, he's right now enjoying a greasy shank of sheep.
Since he's not
And
expecting someone to shank him, I shank him.
No, stop it.
I'm kidding.
people are, saying, "Hi, how's it going?" Yada, yada, paying their respects to him, and you walk up and you're next in line.
Peace
Says,
be with you.
"Greetings, my child."
Hello, wonderful ceremony. Thank you for the food. I come on behalf of the council and flash the little thing. Myself and my associates would like to speak to you about a certain piece within the temple. Perhaps you would have the time later today.
He's gonna stop with juices dripping down his chin into his beard. He's gonna eye the token, then glance back at you. This token, he will gesture to someone, and a guard will walk over slowly. And the guard will look at the token and look at Leander. Leander will look at him. And Leander will clear his throat and say, "This token, yes, this is, or perhaps was, one of the tokens of the 12, but this is older. No. You..." He'll look to the guard, and the guard will say, "All right, well, we can clear this up." He'll kind of whistle and gesture for more guards.
Oh boy.
Any interruptions from them?
I mean,
There's about 3 more of them heading your way. They don't look like they're about to gut you on the spot, but they look like they have some questions.
does the name Melandra have any meaning to you?
There's not a single spark of recognition in either, what's his face's eyes? God damn it. Leander's eyes or the guards.
But the woman has something to answer for. But Gallus will fucking chill for the guards. Like, we're not gonna personally not gonna make a big scene over it. I mean,
Yeah, one of them will talk to another like, closest one from here would be a lake, so she shouldn't be too busy this time of day. Oh, great. We're going to bring you 3 to the home of one of the Council of 12, and we'll get this all sorted out.
you ever go from being like a fresh level 1 character escaping from a murderous cult to going straight to the rulers of a large metropolis like within an hour? Yeah, Gallus is like, all right, cool.
I like your names, by the way, in Roll20.
Oh, have we been doing that? God, like, so I'm over here like role playing and shit. You guys are like, God damn it, 1 big ball, 1 tiny ball, Mungard, tiny dick but huge balls, Clonus. Oh my god, you guys are the worst. I'm gonna change my name now. How do I do that?
Cloaca Gallus.
Cloaca Gallus sounds like a fucking like a Turian. Anyway, you guys fucking roleplay for a little bit, then goddamn. Like, I'm over here playing the game, and here we are. You dicks.
Mungart probably sees guards approaching you, and doesn't know what's going on, and kind of snorts and heads towards you quickly.
They're gonna wave you over to join them because they saw you all come together.
Well, now Mungart's really
Ah.
confused.
An invitation.
Alright, no, calm down
Gotcha.
there, big one.
Get out on my cords, Dutch. Go away.
So it's not a long walk from the Temple of Afara to the estate of Elexo. Basically what you'd expect of like a Greek-style estate. It's huge.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the top of a hill in the middle of the city. It It's not quite as high up as the Temple of Afara, but it's prominent. You're led into a garden. It's full of tropical flowers, butterflies, splashing water features. You'll be kind of gestured over to some chairs, tables that are outside.
Okay, take a seat.
I imagine Mungark like looks at the chair and like just grabs the biggest one, or like two, and sets them beside each other and sits down. Like,
And the chairs creak under your big bull ass. Despite the circumstances by which you're brought here, some servants come by and will actually offer you guys chilled wine.
Nice. Take a little sippy sip. They come in like these cool little goblets or something. Like, hell yeah.
Glass goblets, in fact.
Huh.
Fancy.
Didn't
Or
think
crystal, I should say.
I was
Sorry,
gonna say, I
that's-
didn't even think we had glass.
Coming out of the estate, accompanied by another servant, is a short, bright-eyed woman. There's something grandmotherly about her, albeit with a storybook grandmother rather than a real human person. Someone kind and stern all at once, with your best interest at heart, except for the blue stole that marks her as one of the 12. Except for it, she looks like any other middle-aged woman of Melitus, but her bearing and presence make it clear she is someone of considerable status. So she will walk up with a kind of look on her face like, what is this? What's going on? One of the guards will quickly walk over and explain they had this token of the 12. They came to the Temple of Afara. It looks like it's out of date.
Definitely.
Show me this token then.
We show over the token and be like, so if this is out of date, who would be giving us an old token?
I honestly couldn't say who did give you the out of date token.
She identified herself as one Melandra.
She looks like Wonder Woman.
Definitely got
Who is
like,
this Wonder Woman of which you speak? No. Same as before, no recognition. She shakes her head. I don't know of any Melandra. What is it she gave you this for?
I will let Klonos take the reins on this.
She wanted us to gather an item, a certain mask.
Her eyebrows begin to raise. What mask would that be?
Do I know this?
Yes, you do.
Okay, good. I
Was,
like it. I like it when my character knows stuff that I do not.
It was the I know. It was the I know mask you were asked to retrieve.
Well, if you know, why don't you tell me?
God.
Sorry, but not really. But it was the I know mask.
Now her eyebrows will shoot up all the way. You were asked to retrieve the I know mask, were you?
On the authority, on your authority, no less.
Well, that is interesting.
And she said it would be given willingly, so we would face no resistance. So the fact that we are receiving resistance makes me think that she may not have been truthful.
Well, this is troubling news. She'll turn to her servant and say, Go fetch the scroll." And the servant will nod hastily and go back to the estate. Recently, the Council of 12 has been examining a prophecy of Erebos' grief. And within like seconds, the servant sprints back with a scroll, which Alexo will draw open and read. A foe of cosmic ambition will rip open the gates of death, wielding hope and doom as her weapons. Only the light of the sun in shadow will hold her back.
Well, it's
This-
foreboding.
Yes. This is a prophecy that many soothsayers have spoken in recent days. Meletus is surely the white city it speaks of, where Heliod and Aphara are venerated.
Can you, give me, just that in text?
Yeah, I'll do that in 1 sec.
If you have to type the whole thing out, don't worry about it. I was just, if you can copy
I'll
and
just
paste
copy
it.
and pasting here.
Okay, cool. I didn't want to make you, type the whole damn thing out. I don't want it to read it over myself. Okay.
So yes, Meletus is the white city. What the hell?
These two, Ino and Elpis must correspond with hope and doom, am I correct?
You are. And our soothsayers, even the Sphinx Oracle Medomai, all agree that the sun and shadow must mean agents working on behalf of our city. I can't ignore the fact that this has come to your attention now. Strangers to our city you may be. It may be the god sent you to us to investigate this on our behalf. She'll chuckle to herself, and then she's gonna pull out a token that looks very similar to the one you guys got, except the glaze on it is a little bit darker. This this is what you should have had. This is a token of the 12. And she will place that into fuck it, she'll place it into Gallus's palm.
Yay.
And so I would give you this.
This one says 2020. Look at the one we had, and it said 2017.
This is a token of the 12. It will allow you to pay for a variety of goods and services and give you access to most of our city.
Ah, credit card, fuck yeah.
What I want you to do is to get the mask and get it out of the city.
Where, pardon my asking, but where exactly is safer than, well, besides the Colophon, where exactly is safer than Meletus itself?
I can't possibly know. This prophecy seems to suggest that our city is going to be attacked by one seeking to wield the Ino mask.
Well, I don't know if you've seen the three of us, but we're not exactly small in stature. You sure you wouldn't rather having us fight on the front lines here?
No.
We don't do subtlety well, is what my friend is trying to say.
She'll rub her temples as you say this.
A warrior of Akros is hardly suited to flee from a fight, is all I'm saying.
That may be what is needed here. I don't know. Yes. I don't know what it is you might face, but it is a threat to our city that cannot be ignored. And I trust that the three of you, as the gods have sent you to us, might be up to the task. If you are willing, I'll pay you 150 gold pieces each to move the mask out of the city.
Here is this cosmic errand of great importance, and I shall pay you 150 gold pieces.
Hey, I will point out that Melandra was going to pay you each 100 gold pieces.
Oh,
for
shit. Bitch just got outbid.
Longard take deal getting better by the second.
Okay.
Perhaps there is glory to be found in this. What say you, my acquaintances? Look over.
Alexo will chime in before your acquaintances get a chance to speak.
Rude.
There is much glory to be found in service to the god.
This Having access to the city will help my endeavor as well. For the time, I will join you.
Yes, we could leave the city and explore more places that you would have not had a chance to see otherwise. And Mungark, what of you?
Mungark likes the idea of battle. He will accompany anywhere that it goes.
Well, then perhaps we will find it. Yes, very well. We'll take the mask out of the city. Although to where, I'm not sure.
I feel it will be revealed to you in time. Now, thank you, and may the gods speed your way.
Well, we got a mission, boys.
You do, which entails taking a U-turn and going back right the way you just were.
Yeah, really, but now we know that we are known by whoever is the instigator of this plot, so that's nice and comforting.
It's also nice and comforting that you're not getting the the quest giver betrayed us thing, because, I mean, you kind of have that up on her right now.
Fair. Okay, well.
Or we could make Brandon's life miserable and be like, hey, let's just go give it to the one lady. She seems
No, I don't care. You could if you want to.
I'm glad you're chill about it.
I believe this is what they call in the business a diverging quest line.
It's something, man. All right, so it's
All right, fine.
It's a little past noon now, so I assume you're gonna go right on back to the temple, or are you just gonna fucking chill somewhere?
I mean, given the choice between the one of the verified rulers of the city and some lady who we met in the side of the street, I'll say yeah, let's go back and do the thing for the lady. For the ruler lady, not a Melandra.
For the lady, not the lady.
Yeah.
So, general question about the mask. She gave us the mask, right, to take?
No,
No.
We're gonna go get the mask from the temple.
We're gonna go get the mask. Okay, so we
Not
went
only
to
are
the
you gonna
temple.
get it, you're
Left...
also gonna get it and take it out of the city.
Right. Okay, I didn't know. Okay, so we went to the temple, then we left the temple. Now we're going back to the temple. Is what you're saying?
So it would seem, yes.
Okay, gotcha. I didn't realize we had left the temple when we were with. Okay, I'm with you now.
Okay. So back to the temple of Farah. Sorry, the bar and grill of Farah. Okay. So, that little ceremony has since ended, of course. You'll still find Leander kind of going around, cleaning up, tidying up some of the spaces in the temple. This time, if you guys present your token,
We do.
Oh yeah, of course.
you do, they will nod and say, yes, this token is in order. And they will step aside to grant you access to the temple.
Hell yeah.
So you guys can look around as you like, or, I mean, Leander's standing right there.
I believe. Go ahead.
So I will just, being a man of faith, like I will be respectful of their culture, and I'll just walk up and be like, I respect many faiths, and I was wondering if you would spare a blessing for my adventuring companions and myself.
A blessing, you say? Who? And he kind of look of realization as he. Oh, you were here earlier, right? Well, I pray that Nefara looks kindly upon you this day. He'll give you a generic ass blessing. Nothing with any mechanical effect.
Yeah, no, it was mostly, seeing how their religion side. I mean, I've already seen the rite, obviously, but just seeing how the practitioners take, mostly for mine.
Yeah, so for your sake, Ifara, as this guy kind of presents it, is a goddess of civilization, of cities, and law and order. It's definitely something that's highly valued in this city.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate the blessing, and also with you.
Of course, my child. Is there anything I can help you find folks with?
Well, you remember us talking to you before.
Yes, and we were perhaps interrupted by circumstance, but the gods have brought you back to us.
Yes, with proper identification this time.
And good news for you, it's essentially the same quest, just a different task. So
Yeah.
same spiel.
Very well. What is it?
Oh, I guess yeah, we didn't tell him.
We have been sent by the council with this updated crest to retrieve
The real council.
to retrieve the Mask of Ino and then take it out of the city.
The Mask of Ino, and his eyes will shoot open with surprise.
Hey Josh, you
know what
having
to tell
fun,
you.
bud?
I don't know what you're talking about.
God. Anyway, sorry, Brandon. Go ahead.
I don't know what to tell you. The Mask of Ino. It is not in this temple.
It is supposed to be in this temple.
But hold on. He'll press his fingers to his chin, stroke his beard a little bit. You know, this is not the first temple of Afara that was built in the city. This one was built no more than 500 years ago, but the original temple was built before the city.
And
And where would we find the entrance to said temple?
I'm afraid I cannot say.
You cannot say because you are not allowed, or cannot say because you do not know.
I cannot say because I do not know, my friend.
Well, then where's the... Do you know of anyone we can talk to find it?
Let's see. What ideas might he have?
Dad? God. Like, it's shit like this makes me want to fucking, like, put in a screen capture because, like, oh my god. This is where... This is where Josh leaves the group to pursue his forever, like, his long held... Yeah, his art career, his long held dream to be a visual artist.
Oh my fucking... Okay. What ideas does he have? There's the Decatia, which is big fancy science place. It's a place of learning.
Okay.
There's also the Theater of Diaphon, which is, of course, a big ass theater, lots of plays, that sort of thing. That's a good source of stories. The Street of Gods always has people talking, debating, as does the Agora. You could even go to the gymnasium and bathhouse. I mean, there's usually gossip going on there, but you'd have to, of course, find something specific. You'd have to question someone. So yes, his ideas were the Decatia, the Theater of Diaphon, the gymnasium and bathhouse, or the Street of Gods / the Agora.
So Tyler thinks that, well, like, Gallus thinks that the theater is probably a good place if it's stories and stuff like that. People would remember things.
That's actually what Klonos was going to suggest.
Tyler,
I feel like I have most to learn from the theater.
Tyler, with how we've all renamed ourselves to describe our characters' dicks or lack thereof, would love to go to the bathhouse and have that shit play out, but that's a little, like, that's crossing the lines of, like, alright, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I want an adult. Oh my god. My vote's for the theater unless Mungark has a reason to not. I feel like Mungark is,
Mungark hates playwrights.
Mungark, no, not even that, but I think, like, does Mungark bathe? Like, I don't know what Mungark's,
Mungark would avoid a bathhouse at all costs, I think.
I think that's kind of like, yes, what them others do is the worst thing, by the way. Well, then I say we go to the theater and we look for the wisest motherfucker that we can find.
To the theater, you say. Let's pull that up.
Of the Dolaphon, you said it was called?
The Theater of Diaphon.
Diaphon. Got it.
I'll even type it up here.
Yeah, because I'm gonna get a lot of these like Greek ass names really confused.
The
It's in
Theater of
pictures, Brandon can't
the,
delete
thea-
it.
the Theater of Diaphragm. We gotta warm that up.
Always warm up your diaphon before you sing.
So yeah, Miletus is a city of order and civilization, and the theater is a sanctioned space for the breaking of taboos. Because in fiction, in plays, whatever, you can say or do anything, express any thought, satirize any politician, and the more outrageous, the better, as long as it's a good story. Festivals take place every 3 months at the turning of the seasons, and new plays are performed each one. It's an excellent place for bards and other performers to hone their skills and show their talent to the world. It's also one of the best places in Miletus to socialize with people adventurers would otherwise not have access to, as everyone goes to the theater.
In a city of law, this is where all the chaos goes. Excellent.
In a sense, yes. It's, yeah.
So, are there just like dudes just telling stories out in the open or whatevs?
Let me grab a picture.
I want to look for an old dude that looks like he's been here a while.
Oh, like a Deckard Cain looking motherfucker.
If I pay one and suplex the area, do I get to copy another land?
Here's a picture of what it would basically look like.
Okay.
I put it in the Discord there.
Yeah.
Big open space, lots of seating. Yeah, let's see. Who is there? Now, there's lots of people kind of milling around and talking. Looks like there's would-be actors and playwrights talking. You actually see Dio again, the guy who was debating in the Agora.
You thought you were coming here to see a play, but it was actually me, Dio.
How do I get closer to Dio without saying I'm approaching him? Because like you can't approach Dio. That's you should know that.
Well, you can approach Dio. He's just gonna be very surprised if you do.
So other than Dio, the person who stands out the most here would be a striking dark-skinned human with an aquiline nose, amber eyes, and gold facial jewelry that gleams in the sunlight.
The fuck is an aquiline nose?
Horse-like, I think.
Okay,
Oh,
equine.
equine.
Okay.
Or is it? No. What the fuck is aquiline? No, it's not equine.
Aquiline nose. I'm looking it up now. Aquiline nose.
A-Q-U.
So it's kind of like a hook nose, like a bird's beak nose.
Oh, so it's not horse-like at all.
Wow, I have never heard that word to describe a nose in my entire fucking life. So cool, we learned something new today. Did you say he? Let's talk about his features other than what has immediately foreshadowed everything. You said he's old looking.
No, dark-skinned. He looks young enough. He looks. He has. Okay, I'm gonna ditch the Greeky version of the word. I'm just gonna say toga. He's wearing a fucking toga.
Chiffon is the word you're looking for, but yes.
Costly. Oh yeah.
I think
Silk, fancy, red. Wearing way too much gold on him.
I think though, now that I've seen Dio twice, I'm going to have to approach him.
Yeah, no, like if we're looking for something that happened a long time ago, we need to talk to the older people who know things.
All right.
Well, he has been around at least as long as our grandparents have. So.
He's talking to someone, and he looks to be as spirited in discussion as he was before.
What are they talking about?
They are talking about one of the latest plays that was seen at the theater here. Dio is of the opinion that um, while the playwright is new, some of the ideas he expressed were interesting and thought-provoking, and the person who is clearly very agitative and arguing at him is that no, the playwright was very disrespectful to such and such politician, blah blah blah. It was garbage. He doesn't know how to write. His actors were drunk, blah blah blah. And Dio seems to be just
And I'll
enjoying his salt so much.
and I'll chime in and be like, I personally thought it lacked tradition and value.
Dio will Dio will turn to you, raise his eyebrows, and say, "Ah, so you were like this one then. Think that just because something is unorthodox means it's unworthy."
I believe there's merit in maintaining the old ways.
Ah,
Loyalty will go very far.
he's gonna laugh at that one. Incidentally, I think I might have skipped over his description before, but he's a pot-bellied, older man with leathery, sunburned skin, a long white beard, and when he laughs, you can see he is missing several teeth. So yes, he will laugh at you and say, you young people and your silly notions of loyalty and tradition. And,
This usually
So
goes the
like-
other way around.
it does.
Mungart's gonna look at him and be like, "Is the story true, though?"
Oh my god, Munkart.
Dio's gonna turn and say, "Whoa!" And this one, you are versed in the plays and poems of Meletus as well.
Not poetry, but my tribe also tells stories. If
Ah,
stories are true, then nothing wrong with them. They are good fun for fire time. If stories are full of lies, then one can dishonor themselves and must be put to challenge.
well, I think that some of the subject matter in this play was exaggerated a bit. Identities changed to save some of the embarrassment, reserve it for others, perhaps. But
Yeah.
many would say that
Mungark
this
is
was
gonna,
true.
like- Yeah, Mungark is gonna look at him and like snort and like spit and be like, "Teller of tales should be challenged to battle for dishonoring himself and the people he speaks of."
How's it feel to
Dio's
be
gonna-
playing a Klingon with horns, dude? Because it's fucking. I'm loving this.
Oh, Dio loves it too. He's gonna give off another big belly laugh, and the guy who's talking to you, clearly just beyond all capacity for reason, is just gonna storm off. So what brings you to the theater today, my friends?
We're actually just trying to hear what is to be said. We're trying to learn about the older parts of the city, and what better place to learn than a place of culture.
True,
Mungark,
friend,
we are
true.
looking for Mask.
A mask? Well, I'm sure you could find many a mask. These actors and the playwrights, they do so pride themselves on their costumes.
It's less about the mask itself and more of where it lies. The Temple of Afara that is built in this city is a new one compared to the older one that we are looking for. We thought that perhaps some of the tellers of stories or the debaters would be able to tell us, or perhaps give us a lead on where to find this old Temple of Afara.
The original Temple of Afara, yes. Yes. The original. I do remember there was a play years ago, dreadful thing. but there was one that touched on the subject matter of the play. There was a princess of the city who was gazing out her balcony over the city. Princess Parthenope, yes. Monologuing about her fate. I believe the speech mentioned a view of the Agora, the statue of Heliod, and the sparkling sea across which she hopes to escape. But with the new temple, no such view exists.
We'll
I
have
suppose if one had a map, one might be able to at least narrow down the areas that might hold such a view.
Ye old triangulating.
Do I have? I do not. Of course I don't. My fucking background is soldier. Why would a soldier have a map of anything?
Oh, wait, you need a map?
Does Mungark have a map?
I don't know if Mungark has a map, but Mungark might have a skill that could help us.
Ooh.
Find...
Mungark spends an hour recreating a flawless map of the city in the dirt.
Mungark
never
invents
mind.
sextant.
Mungark... No, never mind. I thought I did, but... Yeah, no.
Anything with Klonos?
I don't. So
I think he's the last person who would possibly have a map of the city.
Yeah. Well, I mean, do any of us have like a piece of
rock.
parchment or something? Like,
I don't think
I
any of you do.
Just a normal kit, so not really.
yeah, my kit's all like
Yeah.
dungeoneering. It's like hammers and torches and shit.
Well, as you guys are digging through your packs, Dio was like, my friends, I can get us a map of the city. You just need to come drink with me this evening. Yes.
Well, as long as we make it quick.
I hope your imbibements are better than your cuisine up here.
Oh, fret not. I'll find us the finest of wine. You'll have the finest of company. Oh, what shall we talk about first? Oh, come, let's go.
The people of Miletus do like their fancy foods, but it's not strong and hearty is what I'm used to. Not tough and... well, tough. City's a little too soft for me.
So by this time, it's 4 in the evening or so, because you had to walk across the city to get to the theater.
We're going drink at 4 in the evening?
Yeah.
4 in the afternoon? It's 5 o'clock somewhere, I mean, yeah.
Not in Melitus, but somewhere.
You know what, I'm gonna roll.
God. Oh my god. It's so loud.
Okay, Isaac, would you roll me just a d20, please, and tell me what you get?
16.
I don't like
that. Okay, so
16 hours later, we find this bar.
you're not far off.
Oof.
So Dio, one of his talents, perhaps his only talent, is talking. And when you guys get to this bar and you have a pitcher of wine and he engages you in debate about things you have no interest in, things you thought you have no interest in, but suddenly you find yourself very interested in, and another pitcher comes by and you talk more with him and he sings and you sing, and another pitcher comes by and you wake up and it's morning the next day.
All of a sudden, Mungark turns into, what's his face? He's like, another one.
God, DJ Khaled.
DJ Khaled, yeah.
Oh, man.
Do any of us have face tattoos?
No.
Okay,
However,
good. This isn't the Hangover.
Can I get Constitution saves?
Oh, I'm good at those.
Long enough to do a con save.
Hey, net 20. Gallus has a small pyramid of beer bottles built behind him, but he's totally fine.
Mungark very dexterous.
Dexterous, you say?
I meant constitutionalist.
25.
Okay, so Mongarch and Gallus, you wake up like Gallus, you wake up face down on a bench, and there's spilled wine everywhere, but you have a bit of a headache, but you're generally fine.
Mhm.
Mongarch, you wake up in a corner with a basket on your head for some reason. You're okay. Klonos, however, you wake up on the floor in a puddle of someone's vomit,
Oh God.
possibly not even your own, and you're going to be suffering from one level of exhaustion as you are hung the fuck over.
Good.
How's that for cultural immersion? Where's that charlatan?
Dio is on top of another table, snoring.
Gallus is gonna grab him by the hem of his chiffon, however you pronounce that. I think it's chiffon, and just kind of like lug him upwards. You know, not like, forcefully, like, like holding him up by his neck, but it's like kind of picking him up off the table.
Yeah, his toga, whatever, is going to actually come undone
Oh, great.
at that.
We'll very gently and respectfully cover his ass with it.
He's still snoring though.
It's a good thing that I was going back and forth between am I from Akros or am I from Miletus? And I'm like, oh, well, like, Akros is cooler, so now none of us are natives of Miletus, so now we've, like, all got to fucking scramble to go and find a map of this shit. I mean...
Alright. I'm just gonna dump some water on him to wake him up.
He's gonna cough and sputter as he is slightly waterboarded.
Only a little bit.
Morning already. Oh. He's gonna look down at Gallus and his semi-nudity. He's gonna say, well, that is not a direction I expected last night to take.
Yes, well, things happen. You said something about a map I seem to recall, and, well, if you will look at where we are now, we are without a map.
What the fuck are you drawing there?
It's Dio, dude.
Jesus. This is why we take away drawing privileges from Josh, because he's just going to draw instead of playing D&D with us. It's good for morale,
I'm
though.
playing D&D, dude. I got a bucket on my head.
A map? Oh. First, and he's gonna reach over to a pitcher that's on its side. He's gonna swirl around, and there's gonna be a little bit of liquid in it. He's gonna say, yes, and he will drink from the pitcher. Oh, okay. What is this about a map?
We need a map of the city.
Oh, map of the city. No, I don't have one myself, but a good place to find one, and an accurate one at that, would likely be the Decatia.
In that case, yeah, Gallus is done. He's like, all right, repeat it one more time. Again, I'm so fucking bad with these Greek words, man. I'm so fucking bad.
Let's see, the Decatia.
Decatia, thank you. Yeah. Gallus is like, the Decatia. Very good. Well, let's try not to waste any more time. We weren't exactly given a timetable for this, but better to get there faster than slower.
As Dio refastens his, what the
Just
fuck is
call
it?
it a toga.
Toga. He's gonna say, that was no waste of time, my friends. The young should never... And he heaves onto the floor.
Lovely. Well, I hope that when I am in my advanced age, I do not whittle away my days drinking and talking. There are more important things to be done.
You hear Mungart kind of stir in the corner and he goes, "Oh, last night was awesome."
Mongart, Klonos, we have a map to find.
Mungark, you are unable to find anything as you still have a basket on your head.
Mungark like takes a basket off and he's like, "Oh yes, classic basket on head when drunk." Prank, I know of this one.
He fell asleep with his shoes off. We put basket on head. It was funny.
Yes, very classic.
Or,
Mungark doesn't wear shoes, but still classic.
Mungark still doesn't know he took his hooves off.
Mungark in great amount of pain.
So, the Decatia. It is on the southern side of the city. And...
I think we have
I posted a picture for you.
Yeah, I saw.
good thing we have a map to get to the southern side of the city.
No, it's...
I feel like the Decatia is like one of those things where you can pull someone aside and be like, "Hey, bitch, Decatia, where?"
Easily, yes. Every now and then, if you just... Yep, Decatia, which way? Someone will easily be able to point out. That way. Keep going that way. So the southern edge of the city, the Decatia is a college and workshop for alchemists, artificers, philosophers, and thaumaturges.
Oh, good, because we're all so smart.
Yeah, no shit. Students come from all parts of Theros, but priority is given to those born in Meletis, which is, after all, the most civilized polis in the world, or those who have done some great service for the city. The inventions created and experiments conducted here are dangerous but powerful. Given the right materials, the scientists and scholars of the workshop can make a machine that would challenge the god.
Well, I'm trying to think, like... So, are there, like... Go ahead.
So yeah, like, do I see some, like, scrawny little frantic, like, kid-looking, like, nerd running around?
Oh, you see several. I mean,
Okay,
this is...
I'm just gonna grab one and be like, I have a splitting headache. I need a cure.
Let's see.
Now, tiny man.
I don't know any curatives, but I would be willing to talk to you at length about what it is that troubles you. What is it, my friend?
Oh, God. They're nerds. Can we have a map?
Let's see. He's gonna kind of squint at you and say, "To map, to bother someone else, would you?" Not a
I think Mungark's gonna stumble up at this point and be like, "I believe he was talking to you."
I won't even make you need. I won't even need to make have you make a roll for that one because he's just gonna and he's gonna start to run for it.
I'm beginning to hate this city.
Alright, next nerd. Alright, I grabbed the next nerd.
I mean, yeah.
Please, my studies.
Map, now.
I don't have a map.
Where can we find a map of the city?
You should speak to one of the thaumaturges, maybe. Please don't hurt me.
I don't even know what a thaumaturge is, but very well. Mungark, put the poor boy down. Or don't, I don't care.
Keep raising him higher until he's in the sky.
Oh yeah, we'll put him down. We're just gonna huff at him.
He is going to dash away as far and fast as he can, which is only a couple feet until he's wheezing.
Fucking nerds. I say as I'm absolutely that person. So a thaumaturge, we're just gonna like look for, like, you know, a cauldron, and are we gonna follow the double toil and trouble chanting?
I mean, it won't take much looking around to find someone who looks far more self-important than just the random little students that are scurrying around. They may or may not be a thaumaturge, but
Will Gallus will slap his hands on the near surface and be like, "We need a map."
the self-important looking man with the green stole will lift up his chin a bit and say, "And who are you?"
I'm the person who will get very angry if you don't give me a map.
Roll me intimidation, please.
Yay! Full character sheet, intimidation. Am I okay? I am good. Well, that's fan-fucking-tastic.
I am one of the senior philosophers at this institution. I don't have to take that from the likes of you, and he's going to storm off.
You will be acting against the interests of the Council of 12.
Oh, he's gone.
Well, shit.
Mungark is
All right.
like chortling.
Next nerd.
I'm starting to wonder if we should just let whatever invading force just take this city. We end up destroying magic lore. Meletus is gone.
All right, I'm looking for another nerd in here.
Okay, this works out just fine. So you guys have spent the course of maybe an hour here just picking on nerds and stuff.
This is great.
When through the
Clearly
gate-
out of place.
when through the gates is going to stumble someone rather familiar. It's Dio again.
I'm gonna kick that guy's ass.
Oh yeah, same. Like we're gonna be like that scene in Airplane where it's like, get a hold of yourself, slap, slap, and there's like a line of people with just various blunt objects.
Dio's going to be striding forwards with a bunch of scrolls under one arm. He'll stop when he sees the three of them and say, "Oh, my friends, welcome."
Map.
What are you doing here? Oh,
I-
also, yeah, map.
I teach philosophy here. Oh, map. All right, that's what you want. Yes. One of my associates should have a map here. I could, yes.
Say, if he pulls out one from his,
Swear
like,
to God, yeah.
yeah,
I'm kicking his
if he
ass.
pulled one out, I would have killed him.
But first, and he's gonna pull out a wineskin. We should have a drink first.
I knock it out of his hand. Like, just no.
Map.
Give us the map
Oh.
now.
Yeah, I
That
imagine
works.
he kind of like rolls away some. Mungark's gonna walk over and pick it up.
Mungark have problem.
Mungark's fine, dude.
Well, Mungark picks it up and does what with it?
I imagine he kind of sniffs it and just kind of puts it away.
Dio will chuckle and say, "Ah, well, at least one has a mind to." Okay, I'll get you your map. And he will peel away into one of the side buildings, and he'll come back a minute later with a rolled-up map for you.
Yeah, I swear to God, if you had said a flask, I was gonna start rolling for initiative.
2 pictures. No, he has. I hope you find whatever it was that. Oh yes, a mask. Yes. I hope you find your mask.
The entrance to the Temple of Afara, which, to be perfectly honest, I've already lost track of the clues you gave us on account of.
It was the body of water, and
Yeah, I remember the body of water, but
there was
Let's see. In a play, Princess Parthenope speaks, but monologue. Speech mentions a view of the Agora, a statue of Heliod, and the sparkling sea across which she hopes to escape. But that view doesn't exist from the current temple, which, again, you could attempt to triangulate from which point in the city you could get that sort of view.
And I would like
So-
to do
Okay, give me. Let's make this intelligence history.
Can we pull up a nerd to help us?
that. There's so
Um,
many nerds here.
Yeah, nerd, do our homework.
Given how you've treated their friends and colleagues,
Damn it.
most of the nerds are going to be like well out of reaching grabbing range. They're steering very far clear of you.
Brandon, we
Well,
all
good.
rolled combat characters. You can't do this to us.
We need our nerd help.
God. That's a 7 on history, so...
Well, Gallus, you're at least able to locate the city of Miletus on the map of the city of Miletus.
Hooray!
I rolled a 6.
Oh, dude, Mungar's
As
gonna
is
try to do
bonus.
intelligence. You said. Can I do
Mungar.
history? Oh, it doesn't matter.
That's what we did.
Oh my
Hey,
god! Mungart's father actually cartographer.
After taking a swig of wine, Mungark's tracing locations on the map and figures, let's see. Let me see here.
Mungar's like, you dummies, you just draw a triangle.
So it would seem that for the view, it should be likely from somewhere in or around the Agora. Incidentally, you're still at the Decatio, which is still a place you could look for clues. I mean, there's presumably like an archive here.
Ooh, that sounds like nerd work.
You know, sometimes we have to deal with the difficult before we get to the fun. Gallus will bravely brave the brary of fuck, I'm out.
Of lies. The
Yeah.
brewery of lies.
No, we're gonna go to the nerd book depository.
You will swiftly find your way to an archives department, and you will find a nerd who will be willing to help you.
Will he though? Because
I
we
guess
haven't had
that
great-
depends. How do you approach him? That's important. How do you approach
Oh.
him?
I'm assuming this dude is smaller than freakishly tall Gallus. So
He's average height for a human. He's like 5'7" or something.
Gallus is 6'5".
Yeah.
So
To clarify, Klonos is cranky because he's hungover. That's why he's being a douche to the nerds.
no, man, fucking, you're getting in with the boys, you know. You there, boy?
He appears to be a man.
He
You there, boy.
still calls him a boy.
You there, man boy.
Myself and my associates are trying to locate a abandoned temple. We've narrowed it down to this one area.
And you and your associates are...
Acting on behalf of the Council of 12. Flash the badge.
He will look at that, size it up, and say, "Ah, yes, okay. So what is it you're looking for? A temple?
Of Ifara, the old one.
The original temple of Farah. He will disappear for an hour.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This
There's a
entire city is
shitload
going to be fucking doomed, and it's going to be because of bureaucracy.
And drinking.
And
So
drinking.
so much goddamn red tape in this city.
He will reappear covered in dust, but also carrying a bunch of documents. We'll say, yes, there are records from the time of that temple of an earthquake that caused half the city to subside. Those buildings are below ground level, and they've long since been built over. The oldest parts of the city are the wharf and the agora. So if I were to make an educated guess, I would say it would be under what is now the wharf or the agora.
Well,
Are those places close to each other?
well,
Not close to where we are.
Not
but close.
especially.
we've already gotten 2 clues for the Agora.
That's fair.
So I mean, close or not, like we're going.
Great's like, then off.
Yeah, let's see what clues I've got here. Got that.
The
Got
nerd
that.
books are boring me.
Yeah, you and me both.
So between these and the map that you have, despite some of the shitty rolls, you would be able to deduce that one of the central locations in the Agora, which is likely whereabouts the temple would be, is the Hall of Justice. And it would seem to suggest that the temple might be beneath the Hall of Justice.
Justice friends, assemble.
Valhalla.
I'll be Aquaman.
Fuck you.
Wasn't there like a? No, we're not gonna get into this.
Oh shit, we should have kept on Wonder Woman's good side.
All
No,
right.
you can't get into the Hall of Justice.
So anyway, let's go to the Hall of Justice and let's look for a cellar door.
So you'll get there by about noon. Again, Agora's end of the city. You guys run like the far south side of the city. Yada yada yada.
So
Back to the Agora. It's
we-
noon, so it's busy.
we
What's up?
spent 2 hours bullying nerds, and it's only noon. So we must have gotten up with hangovers at like an unreasonably like early hour, and that's really unfortunate.
Well, it was
You call 10
you
o'clock
did.
unreasonably early?
But like you know,
Well,
it
well,
must
it's
have
also
taken us
taken
time
time
to
to
get
travel.
there. Yeah.
Plus, you guys did start drinking early in the evening, so you could only be like out cold for so long.
Yeah, fair.
So Hall of Justice in the middle of the Agora.
Also, you underestimate my ability to sleep for long periods of time.
I was sleeping with the fishes.
Yeah,
Gross.
God, I tried so hard not to laugh.
So the Hall of Justice is an imposing building, its walls clad in white marble streaked with rose, ringed with carved friezes. I assume that's like the plural of fresco. I don't know. Showing scenes from the legends of Farah and Heliod, mythic beasts and hero. It is built on a grand scale with towering ceilings and acoustics designed for spirited courtroom performances.
Nice acoustics.
Still a
So
bunch
Hall
of
of
nerd shit.
Justice, obviously the purpose of this is for trials and other legal proceedings.
Sounds like more nerd shit.
Mungar would like to look around for clues.
Mungark has now become our intelligent character.
Yeah, like against all odds.
I have a -1 to intelligence.
Well, you guys will enter the Hall of Justice. It's all, at least the ground floor and stuff are all free access to the public because when people come and watch the trials and stuff. There's no trials going on right now, so it's mostly just the occasional patrolling guard and like a person filing shit at a desk.
Can I look around to see if there's like a staircase or something that would descend lower?
Yeah, before long you will find some stairs that will lead down, and then there is a locked door at the bottom. Big, heavy, dusty-looking padlock.
Mungark would like to attempt to break the padlock.
Okay, make a strength check.
Klonos is gonna like stand in front of him, like with his arms crossed, like whistling, like trying to provide cover.
In front of this large minotaur.
Holy shit.
Oh, that's a strength save. I could roll a straight.
No, that's
I mean,
fine.
you just take off 3.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, it'd still be 18.
So 18, yeah. You smash the hell out of the lock. It crumbles.
Yeah, push the door open.
The door pushes open. Let's see.
Mungark, find a way.
You did. Okay. Let's get.
Tell me we can't force our way through anything.
How many hours of nerd shit did we bypass?
Speed run where you bypass all the nerd shit chapter.
Okay, so leading down into a cellar, which is really just rows and rows of bookshelves with dusty shit on them. You find quickly another staircase that leads down.
Keep going down.
Oh,
Keep
yeah.
going down. So this narrow, cramped staircase is damp. The steps are slick, and many of the corners of the walls are like infested with cobwebs. There's no other light down here other than what you can provide, which is what?
Oh,
Wait, what was that?
It's dark down here. Who's got a light?
Torch. I got
light.
like 10 torches. God.
Yeah, I have 10 torches. So
I have dark vision.
Light a torch.
Okay, so Gallus lights a torch, and what's the marching order here? Gallus in front, maybe?
Oof,
Mungark
that's
will
a good.
also light a torch, and I guess he'll stand in the back if Gauss
All right,
is going to
tank.
front.
Tanks up front.
If tank's up front, then we're gonna be marching in a horizontal line.
We're just all like budging shoulders, like no me, no me.
Gallus, then Klonos, then Mungark. I think is fine.
All right. Everyone give me a perception roll.
Oh, I would love to. One of the things I'm very good at, and not at all bad at. Actually, I'm quite good.
I think I'm okay at that.
Well, I didn't roll good.
So with that,
I'm not rolling
What is
well.
this all, can I ask what this is about? Because I have an ability that might affect this, I guess.
it's what is your ability?
Danger sense,
Danger
I think.
sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can use your ability for that. Oh, deck save no.
Oh, yes.
What?
No, it wouldn't do this.
No traps.
I was just making sure it wasn't a trap.
So about all you hear, other than your own footsteps and the burning of the torches, you hear the occasional, kind of hard to tell from this distance, but it sounds almost like a moan echoing from deep below. And
Is it like
around
a
the
sexy
time-
moan or a painful moan?
it's a little hard to tell. It's so distant that it's like you don't even know for sure that it's a moan.
Okay.
But
Mungark's like it's spirits.
It's trouble is what it is.
let's see.
Oh, actually,
Gallus,
okay,
what's
no,
your
it still would have been 8. Well, no, it still would have been 8 because I get disadvantage on ability checks with that exhaustion. So I was seeing if it could have been worse.
Oof.
Gallus, what's your AC?
That depends on if I can hold a shield and a torch at the same time.
I mean, you could.
Then a 19.
Okay. And okay. Klonos, you're gonna take 3 damage as something very hastily perches itself on your shoulder, and you feel a kind of a gentle stabbing sensation in your shoulder. And people can roll the initiative now, as you have been jumped by spiders.
I'm sorry, a gentle stabbing feeling?
Guys,
Relatively.
This is a gentle stabbing. Just chill, man.
Not spiders. Why'd it have to be spiders?
Oof.
Are we rolling it separate, or are you rolling the initiative table?
Forget how to pull up the fucking turn tracker.
So
It's
do
on
I.
the bar over here.
What's that?
So if you go to that bar on the side with the pointer and the paint and everything, there should be the initiative tracker on there.
Let's see. Dice roller.
I like that.
I don't see it. Weird.
We can like figure that out later and just do the old-fashioned.
Old-fashioned,
Okay.
actually keep track of things.
Yeah, just write it down.
Somehow I'm still going before Gallus.
Yeah, well. You have better decks than I do, so.
Do I?
Yep, you got a +3. I have a +2.
Well, there we go.
And can
My
I get an
stats are
initiative?
pretty
There we go.
bonkers on this character, actually.
All right, Klonos, you have initiative. Let me pull up my super duper combat music here.
Okay. How many spiders? I see the spider that's. Is it on me or is it just like near me and it bit
Well,
me?
since it bit you, it's now jumped down to the floor.
Okay.
But there are a total of 6 spiders that you can see.
Bastards.
3 of them are behind you, and 3 of them are in front of Gallus.
Okay. I'm going to pokey poke the one that bit me.
Do it. He's just a spider. That, I believe, will hit. One sec. Let's make sure. Yes, that will hit.
You'll love to see it.
Yeah, he's dead. He gets skewered.
I almost wanted to, out of spite, cast a spell.
Spider kebabs.
Like, just cast Compelled Duel just to be at, like, listen, you fucked me up. But you didn't fuck me up. But...
Spider's turns. So yeah. 3 of them are gonna attack Gallus, and 2 of them are gonna attack Klonos. Haha.
Bitch.
Yeah, bitch.
Wow. Big boy. That's 1 hit on Gallus for...
Ow.
Good boy. That's 1 piercing damage plus 3 poison damage.
Okay.
Oh, pardon me. You get to make a Constitution
Yeah, I
save
was about to
avoid
say.
the poison damage.
It's a 19.
Yeah, no poison damage for you. Just the 1d1 piercing as he
Hooray.
just nips you. A little gentle nip. Then it will be Mungark.
Mungark. Mungark will attack one of the ones behind us. Gonna two-hand his
Now-
battle axe. And I imagine just smash one into paste.
Yeah, he's fucking dead. There was a spider. Now there's like a couple legs laying around. Because
Yeah,
the
I
rest
imagine
of
he
it's just
just takes like
gone.
he actually turns it like sideways, so it's like the broadside, and he just brings it down and like squishes it flat.
Okay, Gallus. There's 3 spiders. They look mad.
One of them nibbled me, so I'm gonna nibble him back with this large metal stick that I have. Okay.
So what are you doing with the shield and the torch?
I assume that like the shield can be like worn on the braces and the torch can be held.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay, like if that's not cool, it's fine. But I rolled a.
No,
14.
it's fine. It's practical that shields have straps, blah blah blah. It's fine.
Mhm.
That will hit.
8
and that
piercing.
will kill.
Petite. I'm
So
not
there's
level
2 spiders left in front of Gallus and 1 by Klonos.
I
and
could
Mungark.
use an
Poke.
action surge to make this faster, but that wouldn't serve us.
I
Oh,
poke.
okay, yeah, no.
I poke hard.
You can barely see the trident move as there's just a flash of movement, and there's now a spider impaled on your trident.
Spider kebabs.
Spider kebabs. Spider's turns. Oh boy, one of them actually hit Gallus.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
10 on the con save. Great, love it.
I'm
That's okay, they're
actually-
just spiders. You actually make the save. But since you suffered a crit at the hands of the spider, you'll suffer 2 piercing damage.
My God,
Oh no.
it's
How will you
madness.
cope? And then it'll be Mungark. There's just 2 spiders left.
Oh, dude, we're squishing another spider. Here we go. Does
Yeah,
a
he's-
19 hit?
He's squoosh.
Yeah,
He's dead.
squish it. We'll just do exactly the same thing. Like,
Just splat.
this one's on the wall. We just like drag it across and smash it.
Gallus, fuck him up, please.
Oh, don't mind if I does with my trident of spider slaying. Ha! That's a crit fail, my dude.
Yeah, no. I imagine Gallus wears sandals.
Why not? Let me look at my. It's more like like some gladiator sandals. Yes.
Yeah.
And short.
Just at the nick of time, you're able to spread your toes apart so that the points of your trident are impaling your sandal and the floor and not your toes.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
It was really impressive athleticism. It's just you really should have been aiming for the spider.
Thought I saw a
speaking-
tiny spider on my foot. What can I say?
Klonos, it is your turn. However, with the spacing here, I'd say you're gonna have a hell of a time getting through Gallus and Mungark to get at the spider, unless you just want to chill or something.
Can I lob it?
You can.
I'll throw my trident.
I'm pretty sure that's a thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
Oh, yeah,
it
that's fine.
is-
Yeah, that's a dead spider.
The trident is
Uh,
like a better spear. It just has versatile.
Yeah. So that is a dead spider, and that is all the spiders dead. Wasn't that an epic combat, my friends?
Level 3.
No, not yet.
I retrieve my trident.
You can.
Hmm.
There was a thing that was supposed to be there in that encounter, but I didn't want to dick over the entire party with the effects of it.
It would have been fine, probably.
No, it would have been like dissolved weapons and stuff.
Oh, that's fucked.
Yeah.
Um,
So instead, spiders, and they're dead. Okay.
Fucking gelatinous cubes already.
Uh,
Brandon, you may not know this, but our party has a real problem with gelatinous cubes.
oh yeah, they're a recurring theme.
okay,
This
so
place certainly has been touched for a very long time.
you descend into. I would say it's darker, but I mean this is all pitch black, so no, it fucking isn't.
Darker darkness.
Even darker.
Advanced darkness.
I think that's the title of our episode, Advanced Darkness.
No, I still like fun for fire time.
Tomato. This one's grand room is ruined. An apparently bottomless crevasse 10 feet wide rips through one corner, and chunks of the ceiling have tumbled down onto the floor. Whatever decor once made this chamber distinctive is long lost to time. The whole room reverberates with a loud, constant hissing, and just the briefest glimpse into the darkness reveals that the floor is so densely covered with serpents that it seems to writhe as they slither, curling around and over one another, and sometimes rearing up to bare their fang. You remember when I said my intro had something that happened to be in Theros as well? This is it. The snake room.
Hmm.
The floor of this room is just a giant serpent pit. This
How do they-
room is 30 feet in diameter and 10 feet high. Stone floors, floor, and ceiling. No natural light.
Is there like a stone on the ground close?
There may as well be, yes.
Okay, Mungark is gonna kind of like pitch it into the center of the room, see if he can scatter some of the snakes.
They will. One of them will be hit with the rock. It'll hiss, and then a bunch of them around it will hiss and bare their fangs, and they're kind of striking at each other a bit. But they don't really seem to care that much. They're just pissed off by it.
Okay. Mungark's gonna be like, we may be able to sneak by them like last time.
Or we could just walk through.
Would you care to make a nature check?
I mean, the last
Sure.
time we encountered snakes, we slew a few, and then the rest of them left, if I recall correctly. Let's see why this could be any different. Gallus Nature Boy Acros of Acros. My last name is Acros.
Please, Klonos. Fuck.
Cool.
Unlike the other snakes, you don't know what the fuck kind these are. Although they do seem angry. That's about it. The other ones are pretty chill. These guys are angry.
I stab it.
You stab one. numerous other snakes are going to hiss, and a few of them are going to try to bite you.
Do it.
What is your AC?
18.
18. None of them hit, but several snakes just struck at you, so yeah, they're not happy. Now there's only 99 poisonous snakes in here.
We can do this all day.
Snakes on the wall, 99 poisonous snakes. You take one down, pass it around.
I mean, to be fair, we took 2 hours bullying nerds. I'm not opposed to doing hours of snake killing.
I think we might have fucked up by making all combat boys, but here we are. Was this the only way through?
It appears to be the only way through from the way you guys came in. If there's any other ways you could have come in, you don't know.
Maybe they don't like fire. Shine the fire at them.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Mungark's gonna, do the whole bull thing. He's gonna pull his feet back and kind of snort and lower his head, and then he's just gonna charge straight through him.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't seen light in God knows how long. Surely they don't like fire.
Yeah, Mungark's just gonna dash across the room through the snakes as fast as possible.
Let's do this. Josh, you can pick a size of die to roll. You're gonna trample that many snakes and also be attacked by that many snakes. Okay?
Oof.
As low as a D4 if you like.
I like a D2.
Let's go with a D100. No.
And Josh is dead.
Not if they don't hit him.
I mean,
how much faith do you have in your AC?
I feel like this is a trap.
Okay, let's roll 2 snake attack.
They have to clear a 17.
I've never ever had a DM ask me for a size of die. Like, that's hilarious.
Well, it's kind of a unique room, so I just kind of got to approach it some way, right?
Mm.
Commit. Do the D100. Trust your AC.
Fuck. Well, perhaps he shouldn't, because one of them actually did hit. Roll Constitution, please.
Uh-oh. A save, I guess?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Okay, you're fine. You only take 1 piercing damage.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, this one is, or half as much on this. Oh. So you'll actually also take 3 poison damage as well. Oh my.
Damn it.
Yeah, but the bite hurts. So it occurs to you that maybe, like, going and stomping on all of them might be a bad idea.
Well, no, I just, charged straight through the room,
Yeah,
dude.
that's fine. You're on the other side. That's fine.
Well, I didn't do time in the Eroan Games for nothing. Gallus is gonna back up and prep for the long jump. He's gonna give himself some running space. He's gonna attempt a long jump across as far as he can.
That will save you some distance, so roll me a d4, and set amount of snakes will attack / be crushed in the process.
Cool. Still trying
3 snakes.
Trying to find my use for my fucking baller athletic skill, but
That's why I gave you half the amount of. That's fine. No, none of these snakes are gonna hit. You'll feel the heat of things lashing up towards you,
tink,
but
tink, tink.
none of them. No, none of them land on you. It's fine.
I'm committing to my torch thing. I'm gonna raise the torch to them. Do they clear out?
When you wave the torch at them, they don't like it, and they will kind of back away. Some of them actually back into the crevice that's dominating part of this room, and they'll fall, presumably to their demise.
Damn.
All right, I'm gonna bully these snakes. Then I'm gonna make them all back up.
Something nerds.
What a bunch of nerdy snakes.
Roll
Nerds.
intimidate with advantage because you're using fire.
Nerds.
12 is enough. You'll be able to scare them. Not so many of them will tumble into the crevasse, but enough of them will get out of your way that you're able to make your way without being attacked.
Out of my way, nerds.
One of the snakes wearing glasses will look very upset at this. I am just interested in my studies.
Steady.
Yeah, notice Notice the 3 former music students are the ones bullying the nerd.
Look, this is the game. This is the hobby I use to act out my fucking repression. Okay, like it's my fantasies. Okay.
I joined.
Party,
I joined my comrades.
Excellent.
In D&D, I can have a degree that means something, and I could be making decent money.
Aww.
So you'll proceed down the hallway and further into the ruins here. The walls of this room that you now enter. This room is 25
snakes.
feet long, 20 feet wide, 10 feet high. Stone walls, floor, and ceiling. The walls of this room are covered in friezes showing scenes from the goddess Afara's life and her founding of Meletis. There's the remnants of an altar, reduced to rubble by some ancient rockfall, that holds a pride of place in the center of the room.
Can we bully the freezes?
I mean, they're still
We're
images
gonna
that were
start.
painted onto the
Yeah,
walls.
we're gonna start bullying inanimate objects like it's par for the course.
Okay, so
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not.
So Clonus walks up to one of the friezes. Is anyone else doing that? Heading on in? What are we doing?
Yeah, I mean, same.
We'll take a peek.
Okay, so Isaac and Tyler can make me a deck save.
Well.
Yeah.
Cool temple you guys have here. Hey.
Hey.
So you guys feel the ground start to give way beneath you, and you immediately just dive out of the way. A portion of the floor has given way into kind of a shallow pit that's below the floor of the room. The walls of the pit look pretty jagged, so it's probably a good thing you didn't fall. You weren't gonna fall to your death. It's a shallow pit, but you probably would have been cut up a little bit. I'm surprised Mungark wasn't the one to end up falling for that.
Mungark is gonna laugh a little bit and then walk over them and be like, "Dummies almost fell in the hole."
Keep laughing, keep laughing. You see a mask yet?
No, but everyone can make me a perception roll.
I would love to.
We're so good at them.
Roll for mask.
Dun, 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 dun.
14.
5.
Yeah.
Whoa, some of them. Okay. I mean, you all hear it, but it's Gallus that hears it the most clearly. You hear some sort of roar coming from a room nearby, echoing across the walls. And Gallus, while the others just hear kind of bestial roar, you recognize this roar as sounding distinctly like that of a lion.
Any of you boys ever tamed a lion?
Puny lion is no match for Mungark.
Oh, good news.
No, I can't say that I have dealt with it.
I don't suppose there's anything that you have like a lion under the water.
Sea lion.
I say, is there lionfish and sea lions and? Oh, just keep your guard up. I want to proceed in the direction of said lion.
Okay, so this room is long and cluttered. This vast stone-walled room, which conveniently has some torch brackets along it that are, I'm just gonna fucking say they're lit for the sake of convenience.
Bam.
Isn't that great?
You know it. Like, you have to know it.
It's for my convenience more than
They
anything.
are alight.
They are. This vast stone-walled room was once the temple's treasury. Statues, chests, furniture, ornate weapons and armor, every type of treasure clutters the room. Some pieces fallen and smashed, some still proudly standing. The clutter forms a labyrinth, and from deep within it, something growls. And let's change faces.
I just realized that lion is only one part of something. Yeah,
There you go, buddy. You've solved the riddle.
Yeah, there it is. I was like, wait a minute.
Ooh-wee.
I'm gonna pull up a picture here for your beholden pleasure.
Well, you said nothing about no beholders.
Are these like
Settle
boys in this room as well?
Can we-
Those are just suits of armor because I didn't have any art things that looked even remotely close. It's just like guard things. How about that? Yeah.
Can we just bully the Chimera?
I think that's what we're about to do, my dude.
Here is a picture.
Oh,
Oh,
Boofle.
dude.
It's an albino manticore.
It is
Chimera.
a great chimera.
Whatever. I love the fat version of David, by the way. That's incredible.
Yeah, I just pulled up whatever I could Google. I was like, okay, here's a fatty. Here's a disc boy.
Oh, good. He's got a leaf.
And you can pretend that the wood shit on there is like a combination of whatever chest, more statues, tables, whatever.
Gotcha.
I'm glad you brought the right token over.
Yeah, no shit, huh?
Okay. So, that chimera gets up off the floor, was laying, and growls.
Longhark is like, now this is what I was talking about.
People could give me... no, fuck you.
Well, alright. Rude.
The mouth of the unicorn head will open, and the chimera will actually speak. Ah, finally, someone comes to feed me.
Keep talking, beast.
Intruders, you sought yourself some treasure, yes? Fortunately, all you'll find here is death.
You can tell he's been thinking about those for a while. No, fucking brandish the trident. Like, let's go, bro. Let's go. Let's do this. We know how this is gonna end. Let's go.
Okay, let me find out how to add the fucking turn tracker before we roll initiative. Oh, that thing.
There you go.
Hey.
So make sure you're targeting your own token before you roll initiative. Eat. And...
All right, lads.
Hey, I will take it.
If I can figure out how to click on... Oh yeah, I gotta use the other hand. There we go. Alright, now...
Barf.
Heck. Okay.
Let's see if I can add this to the turn tracker all nicely nice. Wow, good boy.
That's fine. He gets closer to us faster, so we can stab him.
You think so, huh?
Oh, he got wings. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Okay, let's pull up combat music again.
He got a 20.11? That's impressive.
Well, the point 11 is just for initiative tiebreakers, but he rolled a 20. He doesn't have any fucking mods to add to it. He just rolled a 20.
Yeah. When you turn at the tiebreaker mode, it shows their dex score. So the 11's his dex. Not to metagame or anything, but
Let me insert my health and my
Okay.
AC to make your life
I'm
easy.
bad at this bot.
It's fine. I got it. Oh, no, don't loot the current track. Oh, God.